Imagine this. Every night, outside your window, a man stands and simply smiles. This is the story of that recurring, unsettling encounter. This chilling narrative explores the profound anxiety caused by the simple yet persistent presence of the unknown right outside your home. It begins in a quiet, suburban neighborhood. My room was upstairs, with a large window looking onto a dimly lit street, usually peaceful and empty after midnight. The first time it happened, I was just glancing out before turning in. That's when I saw him. A figure standing perfectly still, right where my window view ended. He was far enough not to be immediately recognizable, but close enough for the streetlight to illuminate one defining feature. He was looking directly up at my window. What made it terrifying wasn't just his presence, but his expression. His eyes were fixed on mine, and plastered across his face was the most wide, unnerving, constant smile. He always appeared around the same time, right as the deep quiet of the night set in, usually just past midnight. It felt like clockwork. Initially, I tried to rationalize it. A peculiar neighbor, someone lost, maybe just a prank. I dismissed the unease, but the sight stayed with me. But the sightings didn't stop. Night after night, the same man, the same spot, the same unwavering, unsettling smile. Dismissal turned quickly into genuine fear. The true horror dawned when I realized the regularity. Every night at 12:07 a.m., he was there, like an entry in a sinister logbook. I began closing the curtains tight, sometimes even using blackout material. Yet even with the view obstructed, the overwhelming feeling of being watched never left. I spoke to friends and family, but without photographic evidence, my story sounded like a bizarre nightmare. They suggested everything from stress to needing more sleep. I decided to take action, driven by a need to understand. I needed to know who he was and why he chose my window. I tried discreetly setting up my phone to record, and once I deliberately opened the blinds, staring back intensely, hoping to startle him into moving or reacting. His only response was to maintain the smile. He never moved, never waved, never acknowledged my challenge, just the smile, making the whole ordeal worse. Then, one night at 12:07 a.m., he wasn't there. The space was empty. I felt a surge of relief, followed by a deeper, colder fear. Why stop now? The man never returned to the window. But the silence didn't bring peace. It brought a chilling uncertainty about what finally made him leave. The experience left lingering questions. Was he a person or something else? And did he simply move on, or was I simply no longer interesting to him? Ultimately, this is a story about the paralyzing terror of persistent intrusion and the fear that lingers long after the danger has passed.